A lot of beef between these two teams. Houston, Kansas City getting ready to puck drop. Here we go. Maybe a brewing rivalry happening in the XHL here between these two clubs. And right off the get-go, we've got a chance for Houston. The Cosmos firing on all cylinders here. Look at Kansas City getting back on their heels. Houston applying a lot of pressure here, but Kansas City already on the power play with a minute left to go here in the power play, but they will get an opportunity here on Pablo Ricci, the goalie for the Cosmos. Braden Holtby is getting the night off. A lot of pressure being applied, but there will be a penalty being called here, and it is a slashing call on Pee Wee Rodriguez. So now they've got two men in the sin bin. Let's see if the scouts are able to capitalize here. In a 5-on-3 situation, we get a goal here by Kenneth Klum. A nice pass, pretty much an easy look. When you've got a 5-on-3, you got a lot of good opportunities to get a good look, and that's exactly what they did. So here comes Houston, but we've got the puck kind of dribbling towards the blue line. Really great job controlling possession, and it leads to a goal. Thomas Shepard, a really good look, right back at Brodeur. That's a nice goal. His first of the season. Was a nice prospect here. That was a good player for him last season, so I'm kind of surprised. We got some games played in this season already. Only one goal for Shepard. A little bit of a disappointment there, but Pavlin's going to retake the lead here for Kansas City. His first goal of the season as well. So a lot of offensive players just not really producing so far in XHL early season play, but we still got that 2-1 lead here for Kansas City. Really good movement. A slap shot there by PK Subban, the offensive defenseman, his first goal of the season as well. I don't really expect a whole lot from defensemen, but that's a really nice goal there from PK. Here's Pavlin, his second goal of the season there. Ricci going to give up another one, and Houston is now down by a bunch. Second goal of the night there for Pavlin. 4-1, and then Brodeur can't cover up his own rebound. That's Shepard. He gets his second goal of the night. If there was ever like a coming out party for Pavlin and Shepard, tonight seems to be it. Really good look there on Ricci. Really nice save, but we also got a delayed penalty on Houston, and it's going to be Kansas City power play yet again. That's Marc-Andre Gaudet. He's gone. He's gone back to the sin bin, guys. 35 seconds there on the power play, and look at this save by Ricci. That's a really nice job to keep Kansas City off the board. So power play will go by the wayside, and take a look. Take a look. We've got a turnover. We got a turnover. Back behind the net. Brodeur's got no chance. Really great pass. Huckins with the goal. We'll take one more look at it and just, too quick. Too quick on the stick. Houston gets within one goal here. Third period, 4 minutes left, and we've got a shot on Ricci. And a little tie up in the back of the trapezoid there, and a shot? Possibly, yes. Ricci with the save. Another attempt, but good defense there for Houston. Houston just got to get one goal back. They got to tie this thing up, but Brodeur stands tall, and it's still 4-3. Under 2 minutes left in the game, and nice passing. Oh, the backhanded shot from Matthew Perreault. How did Ricci not know what was coming? He must have just got him moving one way and didn't expect the backhand. It was a really weak backhanded shot, and yet it went in. 5-3 turns to 6-3. And that's Derek Persona with the goal. And guys, this game's over. Just kidding. 25 seconds left. You're thinking this game's over. But Matthias Horn, the rookie, gets his first goal. It's now 6-4. It's not even over yet either. Look at this. 6-5. With 17 seconds left in this game, Ricci scores. We got to get another GG9 replay up here, guys. We got to watch where this puck goes. Not only does it get deflected, it gets deflected again off of Brodeur onto another KC player, and then back in the net. Just really good puck luck right there for Houston, but about 8 seconds left to go. Kansas City maintaining possession here. Nice shots on Ricci, but with 2 seconds left, guys, Houston can't get down the other end of the ice, and Kansas City will hold on to this victory. What seemed like a game that they were in full control of there in the third period, really, they came all the way back. Houston did. So you got to give a lot of props to them, but Kansas City is the winner, and they're strutting their stuff. They're getting a little cocky, man. Getting a little cocky. Houston's definitely not going to lie down. At least they didn't show like they were going to do that in the third period. So hats off to Houston to come back, but that's this has got the makings of a pretty bitter rivalry right now, guys. Kansas City wins 6-5. Get a little box score here. We've got Gaudette with 2 assists, Shepard with 2 goals, so he must have been involved there on those 2 goals from Shepard. And we'll take a look at the goalie numbers here. Ricci gave up 5. Brodeur, we'll take a look at his numbers, but Pavlin with 2 goals, Subban with 2 assists, Perreault with that goal at the backhand, Personen had the empty netter, and Subban had that goal as well. So Brodeur gave up quite a few goals there as well. Seems to me like a lot of offenses are really high-powered, a lot of defensive issues for a lot of these XHL teams. So something I got to look at with the sliders if the scoring just gets way too out of hand. Get a quick update for you guys as we're in the next month of the season. We got the Richmond Redhawks in first place in the entire league. They're currently 5-1. And South Dakota right now undefeated, 4-0. They're in second place, actually first place in the Mountain Division, Central Division. Mountain Division would be the Seattle Nighthawks. They are also undefeated. Savannah, 3-0. South Carolina, 3-1. How about them apples? So 2 ECHL teams are in first place and second place up there in their own division. So a lot of improvement there for the non-custom XHL teams, which I like to see, kind of balancing the league out just a little bit as we take a look at some of the XHL leaders in points. Just to give you guys a quick snapshot look here, if you see your custom guys, congratulations, you are in. You're at least in that top list. You've got 6 or more points. Anybody below that, you kind of, if you're not on the list, you know exactly where you're at. You're below 5 points. But look at the goaltenders here. Timmy Gula got 2 shutouts so far in the season. He is 2-1. He's got 3 games played. He's had about 2 nights off by the looks of it. Now let's get into this matchup here. We got Utah against Albuquerque. Utah's got 1 win on the season. Albuquerque is winless. Yes, they are winless. They're going to need a good effort across the way, across the team, not just on Saul Goodman, even though he's making some nice saves here on Utah. Remember, Utah is no slouch. They ended up beating Seattle in the postseason last year in round number 1, so it's a pretty solid team. They've got Mr. Magic that they drafted this past year, so it's a pretty good team. It's a pretty good team. Tyler Bozak here with the early goal. Schregel with the assist. That's another custom player. He's got all blue on as far as his equipment, as far as his get-up goes. So it doesn't match. It doesn't match there, Schrags. You gotta get that fixed up. But hey, 2-0 here, Albuquerque, until Utah gets a goal. That's Mr. Magic. That's crazy. Another backhanded goal. How many of these are we gonna see in this season? It's unreal. So 2-1, Saul Goodman here early in the third period. Look at this puck movement by Utah. Really good looks here, but this one's going to trickle past Saul Goodman, unfortunately. He just couldn't recover it, man. Just couldn't control the rebound, and Luke Martin gets a goal to tie this baby up. So, hey, Utah is a dangerous team, and Albuquerque's got to be ready. 4 minutes, Saul Goodman makes the save. Gotta love it. Utah is obviously gassed on this line, and Albuquerque will win the face-off here, making some good passes all the way around, and tic-tac-toe, there you go. That's a goal there, Steinbrenner. Look at that movement. Oof. That was beautiful. That was a beautiful display of passing. And when you can get a team who's that exhausted to move around like that and not be able to follow the puck, which you're not supposed to do. You're supposed to stay in your lane, right? Don't always chase the puck. Don't follow the puck. They're just gassed. They got nowhere to go. They can't move. It's a good play design. They obviously knew what they were doing after the whistle before the face-off, so just good movement, man. Good movement right there in that play. I love it. 32 shots for Albuquerque, the ABQ. 23 hits to 11. Time on attack was about the same. I don't know. I'd be a little worried. I'd be a little worried if you're Albuquerque not having a win up until this point. Maybe that's not going to translate well for the rest of the season, but it is a long season. We've got a 70-game season here. So there's still a lot of room for improvement. We did see Charleston last season was technically the worst custom XHL team as far as the standings goes, as far as the playoffs go. And they ended up winning the whole dang thing. So it has been proven that just because you were not very good in the season doesn't mean you can't get hot in the postseason. You just got to punch your ticket. Just got to get in there and try your luck. You gotta, in order to win the lotto, you gotta buy a ticket. That's really what it's all about here. But in order to do that, you gotta pick the right numbers. You gotta put yourselves in the right position in order to give yourself a chance. And right now, Charleston at 1-4 is not really doing that. They're off to another slow start, and they're just playing Russian roulette right now. Are they gonna make the postseason? If they lose to South Carolina here, what are their chances like? What are their odds? That's really what I'm looking at here. Look at we're already in the third period. They don't have a goal yet. What's going on? This team in the postseason was insane when it came to offense. Like they couldn't be stopped. But here, 1-0 here. Anton Khudobin's only given up 1 goal. Keegan Finch not being the starter here tonight, getting some time off, and just really poor defensive play right there. Courtnall's just wide open. I mean, it's just not good defense. That is awful. They just were not in the right position. They do get a goal here with about 38 seconds left, but is the damage already done? That's the question here, guys. South Carolina with 10 seconds left. They've still got that lead, 2-1. Empty netter is going to go wide, and now with 4 seconds, Charleston's just got to get to mid-ice and get a shot off. Can't do it. They will lose in gameplay. Ugh. Unfortunate, man. They are now 1-5. 1-5 in the early going of the season. I'm not going to count them out yet. But you do have to play with the idea that maybe last season was a fluke. Maybe they just got hot at the right time. It was just really good goaltending. We've seen it before in real-life hockey. We've seen it before. Goaltender gets hot in the playoffs, and it's over, right? So maybe this is exactly what happened. So we'll keep tabs on the Rampage throughout the season. We'll keep tabs on them. We'll keep a good look on those guys, see how they're progressing through the year. But Sorensen for South Carolina was the rookie defenseman. Didn't really do much. He had actually a 0 stat line. He did nothing. He must have just played really good defense, and just kind of hid in the background. But let's get into this next matchup, guys, and that will be it for the video. We got Brooklyn against Hartford. This is the first game at home for Hartford. We got John Pellegri in net. So this is kind of a rivalry matchup for him, at least. We got Borhoft and Pellegri. Remember, Pellegri used to play for Brooklyn, and they actually cut him to be a part of the XHL expansion draft. So Hartford picked him up, and you know, he's got something to prove tonight. He wants to win this game in front of the guy that blocked him, of course, Robert Borhoft. Now, early in the get-go here, we got a 1-0 lead for Brooklyn, and Hartford's not giving up here. They're really not giving up. They are giving Borhoft everything that they've got. Sirizotti with the goal, his second of the season. And it is now tied 1-1. And this one just trickled past Borhoft. It seems like he's had that problem ever since season number 1. It's just not going away. Hartford here with some good passing and a really good chance right there for Sport Bilico. Getting another goal, his 4th on the season. So he actually turned out to be a really good pick for Hartford. He's producing at a very, very high level. There's Pellegri with a nice save and another one right there. A little one-time action. Standing tall. A little turnover here. A little chance for Brooklyn. Oh, a one-timer. Wow. Another great save by Pellegri. And again, another chance. A glove save for Johnny P. I love it. Oh, look at this snapshot right there by Gushchin. Unbelievable goal right there on Borhoft and Hartford. Woo. They're bringing it. They're bringing it tonight. Let's take a look at the score here. 3-1. Late second period, and oh, look at Pellegri with a blocker save, the stick save, and a beauty. Here's some nice passing from Brooklyn all the way around. Another shot, little rebound. Kick save. He's been good, but we're going to get a GG9 replay on this. Perlini with the goal, and that is a beautiful, beautiful goal. We've seen actually some really nice ones tonight in this episode of the XHL, but take a look at this one. You got him looking one way. You got Perlini with the cutback. I mean, it's perfect. It's a very perfect goal. But now Sport Bilico accidentally puts it in his own net. He was trying to help Pellegri out, but he deflected it into his own net. We got more traffic in front, and now Brooklyn, all of a sudden, with 7 minutes left to go in the game, has the lead. 4-3. 6 minutes to go. Pellegri getting help from his teammates. That's Castle with the goal, the second goal of the year. Little slap shot on Borhoft. Beats him. But Pellegri, no! Puck luck. We got to get a GG9 replay on this one as well. And this is just unfortunate luck. We'll take one more look at it. It literally pops up over his head. There's nothing that he can do. 5-4. Score. And Borhoft, all he's got to do, he's got 47 seconds. He's got to stop everything that's thrown right at him. Look at this defense there by Brooklyn. Now, they've given up some really good looks to not only Hartford, but everybody they played. And Borhoff's just kind of been left on an island. So they've been hanging in this zone for the last minute, it seems like. Look at this. Very poor defense right there for Brooklyn. But Borhoff is there. He stands tall. 27 seconds. Brooklyn's got to get this thing out of their own zone, and they do. Got a little empty net action for Hartford. Yes, they do. They got 6 men on the ice. Let's go. We got 16 seconds, taking a big hit. Back out. Back to the blue line. Got to bring it back out. Aston Reese just try to get a shot off. Good block. Still got some time here, Hartford. You got to get a shot off. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, but it gets deflected and knocked loose. Back into the corner. And Brooklyn will finish this off with a W over Hartford. So the very first game that we've seen in gameplay at home for Hartford. This isn't their opener. They've got like 8 games played, I think. They were like 3-4-1 or something. But it's going to be a loss. It's a loss. But Pellegrini, I thought he was good. I thought he was solid. So he's still young. He's got a lot to learn. But you look at the physicality, guys. 10 hits for Hartford to 37. They did not bring any sort of physical game to this matchup tonight. They just weren't there. They weren't checked in physically. So if you're looking at like a real life analysis for pixel people, like that would be my go-to. Like I think that Brooklyn just out-grinded them, and it cost them like late in the game. That's why you saw Pellegrini just giving up those simple goals. I think Hartford just ran out of gas, you know, if you really think about it. And Pellegrini, you know, he did his best. He did his best. Brooklyn's a very good team offensively, so you gotta give it to him. All right, let's get into some simulation here. Just a little update on some schedules. Let's take a look at the standings. You guys can see that in the bottom right-hand corner, I think, probably. 9-1 Dakota against Kansas City. We saw a win there for Dakota. We haven't seen Baltimore yet in 2 episodes, so that will be the next time that I see you guys for XHL content. We're going to get this game, Seattle against Tucson. Very good rivalry out there in the West, and just taking a look to see the lineup here, making sure that Lion Trees will start, and he will. All right, that's going to be the next episode, guys. So we are going to get Brooklyn against Richmond, Seattle against Tucson, and then Dakota against Kansas City, because Dakota's having a really, really good year. Kansas City's kind of fledgling right now. They're a little mediocre team. They got a couple tough losses in there on their schedule right now. So that's what's up next for the XHL, and we're going to do a hard sim after that. We're going to get to the All-Star break and start getting some votes for All-Star game festivities, and find out the team that they're going to play against. You know, it might be the Detroit Red Wings. They might get the XHL All-Stars might have a chance to nab someone from the Red Wings. I kind of like that idea. But actually, you know what? Let me know in the comment section what NHL team that you guys would like the XHL All-Star winners to go out and play. And then what player from that NHL team do you want to see possibly come over to the XHL? Could it be Connor McDavid? Oh my God. I don't think the XHL is ready for that, okay? I don't want to go that route. Like, we got to be a little bit semi-realistic here. Like, what bad NHL team would they play? I don't want to play the Coyotes again. We already nabbed Clayton Keller over here. So we got to figure out another NHL team that they could possibly play. So that's what's going to be up next here for the XHL series. We're going to do the hard sim after 3 matchups for XHL teams. Get you a stats update, get you a standings update, and then hard sim it all the way to February for the XHL All-Star stuff. So, guys, that's it. Leave a like if you like this thing. I'll see you in the next one. As always, thank you so much for watching, and peace.